Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time to review the episode 3 of Love at First Spike. This is a series na pinapalabas sa I Want TV na binagbibitahan nila Emilio Daes, Rain Parani, Sean Tristan, and the likes. So, ayun, punta na tayo. Reviewin na natin. Episode 3, Monster Block. So, ako sa isang pagkakamali na sinabi ko last review. It seems na napagbaligtad ko. So, sino yung medyo echo chamber. So, ang echo chamber isn't Lucien. It's Ethan. Yan. Yung kaibigan ni Jared. And magiging factor ito dito sa episode na to kasi it's more on the implosion ng Brixton High School volleyball team. Well, sinabi ko implosion, ito ay parang infighting or yung pagkakabahabahagi ng men's volleyball team ng Brixton. Also, we get to take a look at River, the fourth placer ng PBB, making his return in this episode. Alam ko wala siya last week, so this week he has his presence felt. And I'm glad he did not win grand winner kasi he's an asshole in this series. Ayun. So, if you like this video, paki-like na lang po, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon for more of your Love at First Spike review. This is a series shown at I Want TV. Download the app on the Google Play Store for Android, iOS. Meron rin siyang app. I don't know the App Store ata or Apple Store, iOS Store. Yan. Okay. So, nagsimula tayo sa isang makabuluhang pangyayari na ayaw ni Jared kay Uno sa volleyball team. And he makes it a mission to make Uno quit because it's personal. Tinanong ni Farah, Jared, why is your anger towards Uno seems personal? And to which I say, oh yeah, it's personal. It's really, really personal kasi ang dating dito is he was my best friend in the world. Okay? Siya yung aking best friend sa buong mundo. And it turns out na isa siyang traidor. Isa siyang bully. At kung sabihin ko bully, bakit naging bully itong si Mr. Uno? It turns out kasi pagdating sa childhood nila, they were really best friends in the whole world. At nagtutuksuhan sila ng supot. So, if you don't know, supot is a Filipino derogatory term for uncircumcised. Okay, so big deal ang circumcision dito sa Pilipinas, okay? And masasabi natin na sobrang big deal dito kay Jared. It altered him, okay? When I say altered, something in him changed his perception kay Uno. At dito, nakita natin muli ang instigator na si Parker Robinson. Tapos, hinagisa niya ng bola si Jared. Pagkahagis niya ng bola kay Jared, naging naging parang malungkot si Uno sa pangyayari. He was threatened to be benched. Okay? We all know where he is coming from in this certain situation. He has the love for the sport, he has the desire, and he was goated by Parker Robinson na gawin yung ganun sa kanyang best friend. And dahil doon, ninagisan siya ng bola para di mabangko, parang ang turing siguro ni Jared, sinakripisyo siya yung pagkakaibigan nila for basketball. And from then on, pinahirapan ni Jared itong si Uno sa volleyball team. Hindi siya inad sa GC, kaya nagbuka tuloy late si Uno sa volleyball, which is very unfair naman kasi wala yung mismong team captain ayaw sa'yo oh. And quote unquote late si Uno, pinagawa siyang one man, meaning one man, buong team versus him, versus Uno, and para pagurin siya. And it really struck personal. Nahalata ni Ethan, personal to. Ngayon, naaawa yung dalawa, si Diamond sa si Kidlat kay Uno, kasi they see something. They see potential in Uno, as well as the coach. He sees potential in Uno, and the fact na parang si Jared, he has an ego that he couldn't get over. And parang siya yung pumili, di ba, last week, 2 weeks ago, siya yung pumili nung mga kasali sa volleyball team, as hindi man niya kinonsult yung kanyang teammates on the decision. It's like, parang may authoritarian authoritarian complex itong si Jared And he is becoming what he deemed Uno before, a war freak, a bully. And Jared is subtly becoming the one that he hated the most. And his ego is just blinding him for what is really happening to him. Yan. So, yan. Tanggap si Uno sa volleyball. Oo. Masaya sila ng nanay niya kasi scholar na siya muli. Pero, yun nga, papahirapan siya The coach announced parang tryouts within the team, internal tryouts, to get all 6 positions filled up in volleyball, which is to the chagrin of the team captain Jared. Kasi Jared asserts that seniors should have the upper hand kasi dahil dun sa kanilang, they have the seniority, di ba? Well, totoo naman, kung veterano ka, you have the playing time. But you still have to make room for rookies in order for them to develop. And nakita natin dito yung pagka-racist ni Jared kay Uno as a rookie. Fill up the water bottles, boy. Ayun. Uno on the corridor encountered Parker Robinson again. He almost smacked Parker in the face. Pinigilan lang siya ng coach, where the coach gave Uno some inspiring words. Now, if Uno can't get help from his volleyball teammates, he's uncomfortable kasi, let's be honest, he's surrounded by gays, okay? So he feels uncomfortable with the team already. Buti na lang na-convince si Farah. Now, Farah in this episode is really complicated. Since nalaman niya, kwento ni Jared kay Farah yung nangyari nga sa kanilang childhood ni Uno, nanlamig ito si Farah, nagsungit. Okay? So, Uno has no idea what caused the attitude adjustment, pero at least he convinced Farah to at least help him on his formation, on his form sa volleyball. Now, as we wrap up this episode, meron ditong scene na very Civil War-ish. We got Diamond and Kidlat on one table, Ethan on the other table with Jared, and then we see Lucian and we see Uno. Uno did not sit with any of his teammates. Lucian ignored his teammates as well, at nagpasaringan si Jared kay Kidlat and Diamond. And this sparks fly, nagkabardagulan, trinay awatin ni Farah, but unfortunately, nakita ito ng coach sila pinituhan. So, I don't know how the coach has jurisdiction over Farah since she's on a different volleyball team. Sa women's volleyball team siya. So, she has to be on the jurisdiction of the coach. We met last week. Pero, sige, it is what it is. Kasi, nakakita naman pero dapat, hindi eh. Napansin rin ni coach na walang ginawa si Uno sa nangyari. Trinay ni Lucian umawat rin, pero si Uno kain lang. At nakita ito ni coach. Nagalit si coach. We see the coach address the big elephant in the room while punishing his players kasi ang ginawa nila parang tapatan tapos may volleyball sa gitna and they have to press it hard to keep the volleyball afloat or something. Tama ba yung termino ko? And he has to address the room. He knows Jared is angry at the coach because Jared knows Uno should not be on the team. Pero the coach gave a stern lecture on Jared regarding teamwork, leaving the physical drama behind once you're an athlete, and this sickens Jared totally. And he just quit the team. So apparently, his plan to make Uno quit backfired and it blows up on him. Siya pala yung nag-quit. Siya pa yung nauna nag-quit kaysa kay Uno. So ano na mangyayari sa volleyball team at wala na yung captain nila? We'll find out in episode 4. So, ayun. Huhulin ko lahat dito. Nagkakaroon na ng romance. Nagkaka-developan na si Uno sa si Farah. Okay? Kasi ang nangyari dun sa practice, they are doing the blocking stance ng volleyball. Tinuturuan ni Farah si Uno and Uno actually lost balance sa katawan niya and he ended up stumbling man on top kay Farah and they almost kissed, I think. And then, syempre, umiwas si Farah, naglugay ng buhok, nakita ni Farah, nag-flip ng hair nag-alis ng tali si Farah, tapos nag-flip ng hair, nag-thank you si Uno, and this episode actually humanizes Uno para sa akin. Ayun. Well then again, pinarusahan ni Coach si Uno kasi yan, di ka man lang umawat sa team mo. But Uno did have a right reason, and kasi nung last time na umawat siya, nanapak na siya eh. Pero he has to step up, diba? Ayun. So, episode 4, what happens after Jared quit? The only way for this volleyball team to work is if Jared and Uno settle their differences and end this infighting. This is Harriet. Thank you for watching. Nice episode. Sets up a lot of what's going on in the future. Nice drama in the twist in the end. Ayun. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.